Hello there. My name is Eve, and today I'm going to tell you about linguistic anthropology. A lot of people haven't heard about linguistic anthropology. I know that I didn't until fairly recently. So I think more people should know about it because it's awesome. But before I tell you about linguistic anthropology, I should first describe what anthropology is for anyone who maybe doesn't know. Broken down to component parts, anthro is a prefix that comes from the Greek language, which means man or human. And ology is subject or branch of knowledge, and that's an English suffix, I think. Anthropology is a big word that, in simplest terms, just means study of humans. And humans are complicated. So anthropology is currently divided into 4 subfields: archaeology, which is probably the most well-known in popular culture; cultural anthropology, which is what I'm studying; biological or evolutionary anthropology, which is also very, very cool; and linguistics. Linguists are the people who study linguistics in anthropology, and many other people commonly conceive of language as sort of an empty vehicle that conveys pre-existing meanings about the world. Or people see language as simply as tools that convey information. And there's debate about this. There's debate that we should add a new subfield into anthropology, and that subfield should be linguistic anthropology. And it's different, it's drastically different from traditional linguistics, because traditional linguistics studies the structural components of language, like syntax, phonology, and morphology. Linguists focus on these structural elements of language, whereas they sort of ignore the social aspects of language, such as semantics and pragmatics. And I don't have time to get into all of that with this video, but maybe someday we can talk about those things too. These 2 social components of language are what linguistic anthropologists research and study and write about and talk about. Linguistic anthropologists ask questions like, what counts as language? Like, is sign language? Does that count as a language? What about whistling languages? Do those count? How do people's ideas about language influence the way that they think about other people, and how they might even think about themselves? How do children acquire language in the first place? These are just a few questions. There are so many questions that linguistic anthropologists are studying, and it's very exciting. So stay tuned for more. To summarize, linguistic anthropology is the youngest, most emergent, and for some, the most exciting branch of anthropological studies. Linguistic anthropology has much to offer, not only in the social sciences or other academic disciplines, but can offer valuable insights to everyday people like you and me. Linguistic anthropology helps us think critically about what we say, how we say it, why we say it, and when, and to who, and perhaps most importantly, what our words have the power to do.